Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Friday, June 26th. You'll be interested to know, 81 years ago, today in 1945, delegates from 50 nations gathered in San Francisco to sign the United Nations Charter, establishing a new global forum committed to peace, cooperation, and human dignity. The Charter created a lasting framework for multilateral cooperation, advancing collective security, human rights, and development. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Friday at Tourmaline. This morning it's looking fair with waves around 2 to 4 feet. The swell is holding steady, but expect it to shift to 3+ feet by late morning. Winds are currently onshore at about 4 miles per hour, picking up to 7 miles per hour by noon, adding some chop to the surface. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 2-foot incoming mid-tide when the southwest swell is 2 feet at 14 seconds and the onshore wind is 5 miles per hour. The first high tide on Friday will be 3.5 feet at 9:15 a.m., followed by a 2.5-foot low tide at 1. The nearshore buoy at Mission Bay West reads 69 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start off fair on Saturday with waves around 2 to 3+ feet, but choppy winds develop later in the day. Sunday brings a steady swell with waves between 3 to 4+ feet and fair conditions throughout, making it the standout day. Monday sees a slight drop in size, holding at 2 to 3 feet with choppy conditions, especially in the afternoon. This morning, it's cloudy and it feels like 66 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 8:04 and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:43. It looks like we're in for a partly sunny day, with temperatures reaching near 72 and a light west breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 72. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 62 and calm winds around 4 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Saturday is mostly cloudy with a high near 71 and a southwest breeze of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday will be partly sunny with a mild high near 69. Then Monday and Tuesday trend a bit warmer with highs near 70 to 71 and mostly sunny skies at times. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, remote workers returned to Law Street Beach on Thursday after organizers secured a city permit and cleanup plan following the abrupt cancellation of their last meetup. About 100 remote workers gathered at Pacific Beach for a productive morning fueled by bagels and coffee. Scott Moorhead, a social media content creator, expressed relief, saying, "We're actually permitted this time," and added, "We're doing a beach cleanup afterward." Moore had partnered with the travel brand Lowest Inn to streamline the process, allowing him to host other events like Remote Work Wednesday at Petco Park, which attracted 1,500 remote workers. As the day unfolded beneath beach umbrellas, workers collaborated, while music from Ryan Capo Kelly added to the vibrant atmosphere. Now on to sports. The United States men's national team has officially won Group D at the World Cup, even though they ended the group on a brutal low note. Despite a last-minute 3-2 loss to Turkey, The USNT had already locked up Group D as a group winner. Turkey, who had been scoreless through 2 games, finally clicked against a second-string U.S. lineup, scoring 3 goals, including a game winner in the 8th minute of stoppage time. Australia and Paraguay played to a 0-0 draw, both advancing to the knockout stage. Group D ends with the U.S. on top, followed by Australia and Paraguay, while Turkey heads home early. In local sports, the Padres host the Dodgers tonight at 6:45 at Petco Park in Game 1 of a crucial 3-game division series. Roki Sasaki takes the mound for LA against a San Diego starter. The Padres are riding a 3-game winning streak and just swept Atlanta, sitting at 42-37. These matchups matter enormously down the stretch. The Dodgers are the measuring stick in the West, and they're one of baseball's most formidable teams after sweeping Minnesota. Expect Petco to be packed. The energy when these two get together is always special, and with San Diego playing some of its best baseball of the season, this crowd will be ready. Off the field, the Padres are facing some big decisions. Joe Musgrove, recovering from Tommy John surgery, has hit another setback and won't be game ready until after the All-Star break at the earliest. Meanwhile, first baseman Ty France has been a genuine difference maker since signing before the season. He's gone from being one of the worst defensive first basemen in the league to Gold Glove caliber at Petco. Front office-wise, GM AJ Preller is facing scrutiny from the new ownership group. He'll need to prove himself and show he can build a World Series contender heading into the trade deadline. In top news, Wall Street drifts to a mixed finish after Micron soars and Apple drops. The United States stock market meandered to a mixed finish on Thursday after several artificial intelligence stocks rebounded, while Apple dropped after raising prices on many of its products. Micron Technology surged by 15.7% after reporting much higher profit and revenue than analysts expected. Qualcomm raised its growth forecasts, expecting revenue outside of handsets to reach $40 billion by fiscal year 2029. Apple stock fell by 6.1% due to price increases of 15% to 20% for Mac computers. The S&P 500 slipped to 7,357.49 points, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average added 71.72 points. In business news, SpaceX FOMO is officially over. Space stocks across the board are getting punished. Investors seem to be having second thoughts about the lofty valuations in the sector, an analyst says. Stocks in the space sector deepened their declines on Thursday as the SpaceX halo fades further. At least 4 space stocks, including the space exploration firm Virgin Galactic, the satellite firm Redwire, the space infrastructure firm Intuitive Machines, and the in-space transit company Momentus, have recorded 50% drops so far in June, according to FactSet data. Several others, including Planet Labs and Firefly Aerospace, are down 40% or more for the month as of Thursday afternoon. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 7% for the week to just under $60,000. Ethereum is down 11% to about $1,500. And XRP is down 10% to $1.03. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. OpenAI will initially only release ChatGPT 5.6 to government-approved customers. So much for voluntary review. You may not be able to use the new ChatGPT 5.6 as soon as it is finished. According to a report in The Information, OpenAI plans to stagger the release of its new AI model, with the first users being parties approved by the federal government. CEO Sam Altman indicated in a staff memo that federal leaders will be approving access customer by customer during this preview period. Several agencies are involved, including the Office of the National Cyber Director and the Office of Science and Technology Policy. And in entertainment news, following his ousting from 60 Minutes and CBS News earlier this month, Scott Pelley has found new representation. Deadline can confirm that the 51-time Emmy-winning news anchor has signed with Creative Artists Agency. This comes just weeks after he was fired over an alleged confrontation with new executive producer Nick Bilton under Barry Weiss' reign. While many current and former 60 Minutes correspondents are represented by United Talent Agency, Pelley joins former colleague Leslie Stahl in the Creative Artists Agency family. Pelley was fired on June 2nd over a verbal confrontation in which he criticized the new leadership. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American philosopher and psychologist, William James. And he said, "Act as if what you do makes the difference it does." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in San Diego.